My life is very calm, it's very normal, and there's no need for any kind of violence against anybody. I don't hit men at random either. I haven't hit any of my guys in my house or my friends or... Why? We're not children.
Why have you chosen a former policewoman to protect you?
Well, that's another really interesting thing about this whole case. I guess you're talking about Luana, right? I thought her name was Ellie. So it's interesting, I'm glad you mentioned this. We're a criminal gang, supposedly. I only saw her twice in my life before this. I didn't know her. She came to some parties, and I thought her name was Ellie. I didn't even know her name. Now they're saying she's a former policewoman, da-da-da. Well,
she's part of the case.
Well, exactly. So when they put this gang together, they took me, my brother, obvious, our personal assistant, Georgiana, who I know very well, of course, and Ellie. I was like, what are you doing here? I met Ellie twice in my life before this entire experience. I don't even know this woman. I literally barely know her. My brother knew her. I think it's one of my brother's ex-girlfriends. She used to come to parties, but I was just like, hi, hi. I think before this experience, I must have said literally 3 words to her in my life. I don't know this person.
You didn't ask Tristan about her?
No, nothing. I don't know her. Tristan knows a lot of girls and a lot of men. He knows a lot of people. I don't know her. I had no idea that she used to be a policewoman. I don't think being a low-level policewoman 5 years ago can protect you from DCAW, the #1 federal agency in the country. So it doesn't even make sense. And I didn't even know that was her past. I didn't know her past at all. I didn't know the person. So it's another, I'm glad you mentioned that, which shows how crazy the whole case is.
Describe Tristan in 1 word.
That's a good question. His nickname is Talisman, and I think that that is a perfect nickname because he is an extremely lucky person. He's lucky. If you had to choose someone...
Luckier than you?
Yeah. If you had to choose someone to
Are you jealous?
No, not
about
at all.
that?
Not at all, because he's on my team. If you had to choose someone to roll the dice and get a 6, you would choose Tristan.
Describe you in 1 word.
That's a good question. Perspicacious. I pay attention to things. I understand why things are happening. I think a lot of people go through life and they're semi-blind. But I like to try very hard to pay attention to everything and notice everything and put the pieces together as to why I end up in the situations I'm in.
Did you understand what happened to you?
I understand that there is an ongoing judicial process. I believe